risk. Sign up today.
The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the December 15th, the terrific Tuesday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Hey, let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, that means we can find the gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. And today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I want you to know that I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But much more important than that, and that's this. During the next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone. You can give us a call at 877-927-6648. If you can't call in or prefer not to call in, go ahead and send me an email. Send it early, steve@tfnn.com. And inside that subject heading, please put radio show question. Of course, in our Tiger's Den, well, any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on Terrific Tuesday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. Right now, all the indices pointed higher. The Dow up 330 points. Trade out at 30,190. S&P's up 42. NASDAQ 182. Russell's up 33. Semi's up 32. Spot volatility well below the 50-day exponential moving average, trading out at 22.96. Gold's up 23.90. Silver's up 62 cents, and light sweet crude is up 45 pennies out there. So plenty to look at. Of course, I want to look at what you want to look at. We've got a couple of requests that have come in, but let's just go take a look at the indices first, get a feel for what they're doing. I will switch over to take a look at the cash markets. Let me do that first, as opposed to the futures. Not for the reason that many of you aren't actually accessing the equity futures contracts, although they're giving us the best pieces of information. Still, when we take a look at the S&P 500, here's what we see. And we'll go through each of the indices just to put it in perspective here. We've got a TD9 count top. The high has taken place on the bar following bar number 9. We have not gotten a close above that. Prices below Stevie's green line. This is just a counter trend rally at this stage. So you've got a valid top and price below a key level of support that is now resistance. That resistance level is printed out at $3,700. So that's what the S&P is doing. Inside the Dow, we would have to switch over to the equity future contract, the YM, which yesterday confirmed a Rhodes momentum indicator top. So I don't have that in the Dow cash indice, but we did get that signal inside the Dow equity future contract. So it too has a topping pattern in place. Price here is below Stevie's green line, 32.77. As long as price remains below that, well, that sell signal is still in place. If we go take a look at the NDX 100 cash indice out here, this generated and confirmed a TD9 count top. It did it on the bar following bar number 9. It also confirmed a sell the D point, an A to B equals CD pattern out there. That occurred on the bear sash candle. Now, in the case of the NDX 100, price is up above its oscillator and change line. It's really sitting right now on it at 12,543. But if price can close above that, that would signal to you and I the NDX 100 wants to go make a run for its all-time high out there. Nonetheless, until you get a close above that level, that has a confirmed sell pattern in there, a confirmed topping pattern. Another way to express that. Inside the Russell 2000 yesterday, so it's got a Rhodes momentum indicator pattern that is triggered. But yesterday it confirmed another sell the D point when it generated a bearish shooting star candle. And right now, price is above that. So if price closes above the level of 1944.10, you're at 1947 right now, that pattern will be negated. You still will have, at least right now, the Rhodes momentum indicator signal, but that's going to require a follow-up bearish reversal candle. So let's just say as of 111, you've got a topping signal, topping pattern in play inside the Russell 2000, but depending on its close today, of course, we could say depending on the close for each of the indices. However, it's Russell 2000 right now that is trading above that top signal, but you'd still have a topping pattern. Just depends on the close. Okay, you got that. The Dow transport's out here. So we've been through the top 4 core out here. As I take a look at the Dow transports, I really don't have a topping signal. Now, when I say I really don't, I mean I don't have a topping signal. That doesn't mean that it can't retrace. Prices are below Stevie's green line, which is printed out at 12,759. So it's an indication of a retracement that is ongoing. Obviously, it's not retracing today. The transports are up 116 points out there. Let's look at the semiconductor. So we're just really trying to go through on a daily basis each of the indice charts to get a frame of reference as to where we're at. And then what that does is that puts in perspective today's rally. Is it a breakout? What's going on out here? And we wouldn't know that unless we really went through this process. Well, in going through this process, the semiconductors generated a sell the D point. They did that a few days ago, 4 days ago, when it generated that bearish separating line, confirming that 1.618, A to B equals CD to the upside. Price here just bouncing back up to Stevie's green line. That's at 2784.09. So it's still below it. So it still is counter trend rally mode, the semiconductors, because of the valid topping pattern. Of course, as long as the spot volatility index remains below its 50-day exponential moving average, that's the blue line on this chart out here. You can see how 2 days ago and yesterday was a test and rejection of that level out there. It's not until price closes above that line, which is 24.79, will we see any kind of price erosion and destruction of any significance to the downside inside the S&P 500. Well, we don't have that as we speak right now. If I take a look at the XAU out here, we're just going through each of Stevie's index charts out here. This is just all I really see out here is a series of is there any kind of bottoming pattern? The answer is no. We just have a series of lower highs and lower lows out there. So it's still in a downtrend. This is the XAU with the key level of support being 131.15 as we speak right now, but no topping signal other than way back many months ago. Inside the XAU. Just be careful there. You've got a series, as I said, of lower highs and lower lows. If you take a look at the New York Stock Exchange, the New York Stock Exchange yesterday confirming a Rhodes momentum indicator signal. It actually did it a few days ago when there was a key reversal candle. That's right. That candle would be where we've got E above it. But anyways, you got a double E confirmation out there. New York Stock Exchange also just in counter trend rally mode, perhaps getting up to the 14,469 level, the oscillator and change line. If we take a look at the Wilshire 5000. And we're hitting all these out here. The Wilshire 5000 TD9 count top, that occurred on the bar following bar number 9 about 5 or 6 days ago out here. And the price is below Stevie's green line. That's printing at 38,863 out there. So I think we have, we didn't get the NASDAQ composite. Let's make sure we cover them all. If we take a look at the NASDAQ composite, it also has a TD9 count top. I'm sure we could draw in the A to B equals CD pattern. We don't really need to. Much like the NASDAQ 100, this is the NASDAQ composite we're looking at. Here, price is trading above Stevie's green line. So that's saying, you know what, it wants to go make a run for that all-time high. Nonetheless, it still has that valid topping pattern. So the majority of the indices that we just took a look at, cash indices with valid topping signals, not until those get negated will there be any kind of a breakout. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. Do you have broken or unwanted jewelry, diamonds, watches, coins, silverware, and other collectibles that you would like to turn into cash? Tiger Precious Metals and Stones will pay fair market value. We make it easy to turn your precious metals that are sitting around in your house into cash. Call Andy now at 727-329-8245 and he will walk you through our safe and secure process. Andy has been in the business buying and selling precious metals for over 15 years. Call Andy now at 727-329-8245.
TFNN has just launched our Tiger Dollar Holiday Sale. For a limited time, we've doubled all the Tiger Dollar bonuses, where you can now get up to a 20, 30, or even a 40% bonus on your Tiger Dollar purchase. Tiger Dollars are good for all TFNN newsletters, webinars, and services and never expire. Whether you're a current subscriber or just thinking of signing up for any TFNN products in the future, this is a great time to get your Tiger Dollars. Happy holidays from all of us at TFNN.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 329, S&P 40 points. We've got a few questions that have come in, so let's go get to those. We don't want those to slip away. The first one coming in from Dennis G. Dennis says, could you take a look at OSTK, that is overstock.com. I'm looking for a good entry point for a buy. So here's what we see in taking a look at its daily, weekly, and monthly time frame profiles. We know that the price is trading below the bottom of its daily profile, and today, so far, the rally has found resistance at that bottom of that profile. That's at 61.78. I would say, Dennis, that if you see a close above 61.78 today, gets back inside the range, so to speak, the range being the profile range, then maybe that would be a good buy versus saying, hey, goodbye. The reason that we say that or suggesting that to you is because we're looking at the weekly time frame chart. And the weekly time frame chart, what we see out here is a nice bullish structured profile that formed 3 weeks ago. And the buy area there is between the bottom and the center, which is between 52.43 and 56.35. And so you've had ample time during the last couple of weeks to to get in at those price areas, because price has been hovering around that level. Now, Dennis, if price were to close below a bullish structured profile on a weekly basis, daily basis, doesn't really matter, 52.43 is a number, then you'd want to jettison the position out there. 458 is your average true range. So I'm not saying we're going to go look at the other charts out here just to get some type of, make sure that what the profile charts are telling us are really being confirmed with our other signals out here. But yeah, at this stage here, just looking at the profile charts, that's what its signal is to us. So let's go look at the other time frame charts out here. Let's pull over our white background charts. Let's look at our daily, begin our daily. This is the monthly I see that is on the screen first, but we're going to skip that and go right to the daily time frame. So here's what we also know about Overstock.com, and that is a couple of days ago, this formed a TD9 count bottom, and it did it above the TD9 breakout level, which was at 51.10. So that's a bullish signal. Price is above the oscillator and change line, which was 57.79, and price is likely targeting 71.60. Now, price has got to close, Dennis, above the bottom of that profile. So knowing that it's tested and rejected, it just gives a tad bit of pause out here. But what we'll do here, let's go flip from the daily time frame, Dennis, to the 30-minute time frame. And on the 30-minute time frame out here, and we're looking at this time frame to say, hey, is there a signal to go ahead and enter right now? And the answer would be, well, it depends upon the current bar. It's 121. And what we've got is a bearish engulfing candle, which is confirming a Rhodes momentum indicator top, suggesting that price will pull back to test Stevie's oscillator and change line, currently printed at about 59.71. So we're going to say no, probably not right this second. Maybe by the end of the day, depending on whether 59.71 or 58.74 holds for you. So that's the signal coming from that time frame. The weekly chart out here, what does this show us? It doesn't show us much to change our view. You do like the fact that there was a weekly profile that formed 3 weeks ago and was above the prior profile, and it's bullish in structure. So you at least have that going for you. On a monthly time frame, I don't have anything of any significance here to change our views. So it just really comes back to you've got the TD9 count bottom on the daily, pulling back into a bullish structured profile on the weekly. You don't have everything that you want, but you've got enough to go ahead and take that trade and watch the 69.96, 71.60. If price can close above 71.60, then you're looking at 85.56. So, Dennis, I hope that helps you out with regard to Overstock.com. And best of luck with whatever decision you make. Hector and the fuel injectors, that would be Patty, right? And happy Taco Tuesday, and back at you. I did Taco Tuesday on Sunday this week there, Hector. Hector's looking at NVIDIA, and we would like an entry point for a long-term position. So let's go take a look at NVDA. Do the same thing out here. Look at it for the 3 different time frames. Ooh, that looks like a giant consolidation. Yeah, there's the consolidation, just simply extended. So the consolidation pattern here, Hector, and this was something that I don't know if it was because of you, but we'll say it was attributable to you. Maybe when we looked at it last time, we put in this consolidation. And so we also have a profile that's within inside that consolidation. So your question was looking at NVIDIA and would like an entry point. So I would have to say your entry points are either the bottom of the consolidation in the 473 range, or because we have a profile out there, it'd be between 501 and 511. As your entry areas. Right now, you're in the middle of the consolidation, and I don't have a clue. Now, when I say a clue, you could use the clue a couple different ways. I was referring to the Sherlock Holmes kind of clue out there. Right now, I don't have a clue as to whether this is headed higher or headed lower. So you want to sell at the top of the consolidation, buy at the bottom of the consolidation, unless there's for some other reason you believe that price might not get down there, and that would be the profile levels, the daily profile levels. That's what the daily time frame chart is communicating to you tonight. It says to be patient. 480.26 is the bottom of the weekly profile. This is also at fair value right in the center there. So even the weekly is confirming what you and I just looked at on the daily time frame. So that's kind of nice. It says keep the powder dry. Not that it can't go higher, but again, we don't have a clue, a signal to tell us whether price is going to go higher or lower. Right now, as I take a look at NVIDIA, prices below the oscillator and change line, a close below 531.42. That clue would be, okay, I want to go lower. That would be 501 to 511. Worst case scenario, 480.56 out there. So again, this is suggesting Patty and Hector to just be patient. The weekly has a confirmed Rhodes momentum indicator signal out there. That is suggesting that price could make its way down to 480.26. Nonetheless, this is also suggesting to be patient. And on a monthly time frame, the monthly time frame looks good. Why does Stevie say the charts tell us that the monthly time frame looks good? Because 5 months ago, there was a TD9 count top out here. It occurred on bar number 8. That was the month of September 2013. The heck? Oh, wait a minute. Whoa, hold on, Hector. Sorry about that. I'm glad I looked at that. I was in 2013. All right. So let's get back to the monthly chart out here for NVIDIA, which, again, by the way, still does have a Rhodes momentum indicator top out here. And this would suggest that over time, sellers are going to try to push price back to the oscillator and change line, which is currently at the 457 area. See if I can do this. There's the quarterly, nothing there to assist me with. There's the yearly. Been a heck of a year for NVIDIA. So back to the daily time frame. I just think, Hector, you're better off being patient and waiting to see if you can get this in the 501, 511 area, more towards the bottom of that consolidation. So thanks for writing in, and happy Thursday. No, that's for Thursday. Happy Taco Tuesday to you and Patty. Chris B writes in, and Chris wants to take a look at POWW. POWW. I own shares of POWW, have a nice profit so far, but it's off 50% from the highs from a week ago, trying to determine where it goes from here. And do I buy more or look to exit? Is a Gartley buy pattern setting up? If so, where is the buy point? Okay, so the first question, let's do the first question, which was his last question. Is there a Gartley buy pattern? No, because there needs to be an A to B equals CD. We're looking at the daily time frame chart. Well, let's further discuss that. When we get back from this break, I'll show you a Gartley buy pattern on some other chart. We'll be right back.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So we're discussing with Chris by email, Chris B out there, taking a look at ticker symbol POWW, and one of his questions was, is this setting up a Gartley buy pattern? So first, it hasn't confirmed an A to B equals CD to the downside. You typically don't see this over a series of 4 bars out here, but we could see an 8, and that's what a Gartley buy requires. You need to have an A to B equals CD. You typically are going to see that when you're trying to get into a trend that you missed. In that case, that's what you're thinking here. And the A to B equals CD pattern would take you down to 293. I don't know if it's going to get down there or not. 269 would be another projection area, 239, and then 206. Those would be your 4 different projection levels. The Gartley buy pattern here on the semiconductor index, I'll pull this chart over for you. And here you can see back in the early part of November, here's your A to B equals CD. I've got it drawn in nicely. It was a retracement of a move that was to the upside. And the 5th outcome of an A to B equals CD, of a Gartley buy pattern is that it turns into a new A to B equals CD pattern, which is what took place inside the semiconductor. I can't tell you in advance if that pattern is going to unfold or not. Let's just do the analysis of the stock, because you're in it. You're saying, hey, this thing has pulled off of its highs. What should I have known? Where's this headed to? So the pattern that sticks out to me, when I take a look and I pull this back further to the left, POWW, that is Ammo Inc. out here. Geez, maybe I've purchased from them, and usually get my ammo from Mass Ammo. In any event, out here, here's the consolidation pattern. That is the sideways move. When you break a consolidation, in essence, which is where we're at right now in the markets with regard to the Dow, the S&P, and the NASDAQ 100, you typically get a measured move equal to or greater than a consolidation. Well, if we move up the consolidation to about there, you can see where price stopped. I mean, I don't make this stuff up. The charts make this stuff up. You and I just have to read it. So you got the outcome. Does that mean it's over for Chris B here? Well, if we didn't have those market profiles to take a look at, we wouldn't be able to give very good advice. We'd give advice, and it would be as good as we can give, but not as good as we can give now. Because you see, these TAS market profiles really assist Chris with answering his own questions out here. His question is, hey, this thing is pulling back. Should I buy more? If I were to buy more, where is the buy area? Well, the beautiful thing here is that yesterday, this formed a new bullish structured daily profile. And that says that the buy range out here is between 309 and 327. Today's low is 325. So you could add to that position out there. You could, since you're already in it, say, I'm not going to add until it gets down to 309. That's the level that you would consider. Now, if price were to close 2 days below 309, then, Chris, that's telling us, there's something wrong, because that's a bullish structured profile. That is where any retracement should have ended. You and I, we can't tell the future. I can't tell the future. Maybe you can tell the future. I can't tell the future. What I can do, though, is provide you with information on this stock chart that is very helpful in assisting you with managing the trade. Should you exit now? Absolutely not. Well, there's nothing ever wrong with taking your profits and then looking for the next trade. But with regard to a technical reason to sell, absolutely not. Did price close below 309? Different game. We don't have that as we speak. Let's look at the other time frames out here. Prices above the weekly profile. Prices above the monthly profile. So, and that says it's above resistance. Let's go look at Stevie's other charts out here. See if there's anything else to assist Chris with this trend, with this decision out here. So when it made a top, we don't have any other kind of topping signal, so to speak, just that consolidation. Stevie's green line is at 314. That would be another buy area for you. That's in the daily time frame. Weekly time frame, we do have wave number 7, and price is moving higher, doing less relative energy. No bearish reversal candle, and price is taken on its TD9 resistance level, 317. That's a mouthful out there. You're trading at 337. Again, there's no signal here to go ahead and jettison the position in POWW. So the weekly says not. We want to go ahead and stay in. The monthly is not just above its profiles. It's above its oscillator and change line and trading above its TD9 breakdown resistance level, which was at 325. So I think you're thinking correctly along the lines of, hey, maybe I want to add to the position, not jettison the position. And that add area, because of that new daily profile, you're basically in that range, which is 309 to 327. I hope that helps you out. Best of luck with that trade. Looks like you're off to a good start anyway. Let's go see if I'm just kind of manipulating my charts around here, see if there's any other requests. There is no other request by email. So, and I didn't see anything inside of the Tiger's Den out there for a request. So let's just simply come back and take a look at the charts out here. Same chart. Must not be for me. So what else do we want to go take a look at? Let's go take a look at our TAS market profiles. So Jay, I would assume Jay is still in the audience. Kind of interesting here. Well, you can see if you look at the very left-hand panel, you got a brand new profile that is attempting to form inside the Russell 2000. Bearish in structure. I don't know if the profile is going to take hold. It still is there. Well, let me just make sure. Let me try to get rid of it and reset it again. Oh, it's gone. We'll see if it pops back up. Well, either way, there was a new profile that was attempting to form, and price was above the top of that profile, which is bullish. It's bullish anyways right now because price is it's at an all-time high. It's above prior highs, and even though it has a, as we mentioned during one of the segments, it has a confirmed sell signal. Price is trading above that shooting star. You do have a new profile that is forming on the YM, the Dow Equity Future Contract, and this is a weekly profile. And perhaps this is what price is targeting, which is 30,240. The NQ sitting just underneath the top of its daily profile, which is at 12,557. You're at 12,548. The ES Mini, for the number of days, has been consolidating with inside its daily profile. Looks to me like it wants to target 3694. You're at 3681. Well, if that's what it looks like, what do the short-term time frame charts communicate to you and I? I think we did this. Oh, I know. Excuse me. We did this for the ES Mini during the 1 p.m. update. As I pull over the 30-minute time frame chart out here, my question to you, you in the audience, all of you's out there, do you see any kind of topping signal here for the ES Mini? Is there a reason to sell the ES Mini as we speak right now? I don't see it. In fact, there's an A to B equals CD. I can't draw it in on this chart. We drew it in earlier. You can see the nice Rhodes momentum indicator bottom that formed out there with that hammer candle at 1230 out here. Price is gunning for 3691. You're in bar number 5 of a TD9 count out here. So 3691.50 is where price is gunning for. Do we have a sell signal right now in a 30-minute time frame? The answer is absolutely not. That's suggesting the 3694 area, the top of that daily profile, is where the ES Mini, and money is gunning towards. If we take a look at the Dow Equity Future Contract, the Dow formed a nice Rhodes momentum indicator bottom this morning. At again, when I say this morning, 1230. Nice bull sash candle that formed out there. This also has an A to B equals C to the upside. No topping signal on the 30-minute time frame. Where is price headed to? 3240. The TD9 breakdown level. So you got the ES Mini that wants to head higher. You've got the Dow that wants to head higher. And both of them have room from a profile level. So all of that makes sense. 3694 and 3240. We'll be right back.
Hi folks, this is Tom O'Brien. Are you looking to buy or sell gold, silver, platinum, coins, or bullion? We can help. At Tiger Precious Metals and Stones, we specialize in the buying and selling of gold, silver, as well as collectible U.S. and foreign coins. We not only buy your unwanted or broken jewelry, but you can trade that in for gold and silver coins too. Call Andy now at 727-329-8245 for a quote over the phone and to lock in the current market price. Call us now at 727-329-8245.
TFNN has just launched our Tiger Dollar Holiday Sale. For a limited time, we've doubled all the Tiger Dollar bonuses, where you can now get up to a 20, 30, or even a 40% bonus on your Tiger Dollar purchase. Tiger Dollars are good for all TFNN newsletters, webinars, and services and never expire. Whether you're a current subscriber or just thinking of signing up for any TFNN products in the future, this is a great time to get your Tiger Dollars. Happy holidays from all of us at TFNN.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Let's field a question coming in here from Mike S. Mike writes in and says, please look at AMD. That's Advanced Micro Devices. We are trading above the top of its daily, weekly, and monthly profile, so it's above resistance, suggesting that price wants to move higher. We'll move higher to where? Great question. Let's see if we can go try to figure that out. Let's pull over my other charts here for AMD, see what we see. And one of the things that we see is price at today triggering a Rhodes momentum indicator signal. Is that a problem? Only a problem if it generates a bearish engulfing. Only a problem if it generates a bearish reversal candle. Very much like back on September 2nd, when the same pattern was in play, generates a bearish reversal candle, and price goes ahead and moves lower. In fact, it creates a TD9 count bottom. It does that on the trading day of September the 17th, and then it makes a TD9 count top. Takes price all the way back to the breakout level. So here you have this nice little consolidation. So price is moving higher, doing less relative energy. Mike, that's only a problem if you see some type of bearish reversal candle. Let's take a look at the weekly time frame chart. Let's go ahead and populate this. What do we see? We're in wave number 7, potentially letter G. Price also moving higher, doing less relative energy above Stevie's oscillator and change line. So it's bullish to neutral. Actually, it's bullish, not neutral. It's bullish because there is no topping candle. There's a topping pattern, but no confirming candlestick out there. If we take a look at the monthly time frame chart, let's populate this with our signals. What do we have? We don't have anything here to show us any kind of a top on the monthly time frame. From a quarterly perspective, we don't. If on the quarterly perspective, the signal here is bullish. Why? Because price is trading above a quarterly TD9 count top that occurred on the bar following bar number 9. So that is bullish out there. And this is the annual chart. Nothing there to provide us with. So your question was, please look at AMD. I am, and you are, and it looks pretty good. The chart looks pretty good. If anything, there's a gigantic consolidation. So you've just got to be careful. As long as that Rhodes momentum indicator pattern exists and doesn't get negated or anything, and so when we take a look at AMD, you can see this nice consolidation pattern. And so we already looked at, was it Overstock.com? I can't remember if it was Overstock or one of the other instruments. We saw the pattern out here, and you saw that once that pattern was broken, and now it also requires price to stay above the consolidation. So in looking for a upside price target for you, Mike, even though you didn't ask, we're going to give that to you. That's because of the consolidation breakout. That says about the 114, 115-ish type area. So that's what we see when we take a look at AMD, the daily, the weekly, and the monthly time frame charts. Thanks so much for writing in, and have a great day. No other questions, so let's go back into the short-term time frame charts as we were doing before. When we're taking a look at what are the short-term charts communicating to us, which was The ES and the YM wanted to head higher. We can see where their targets are, tops of profiles. The NQ, not so much. Now, when I say not so much, price is sitting right at its resistance level. That doesn't mean that I can't take it out, but the resistance level is 12,380. When we take a look at the short-term time frame chart out here inside the NQ, as price was testing that area, or 12,585 earlier this morning, that range out there, what price did was it generated a Rhodes momentum indicator top. Price pulled back to where? It pulled back to the top of the U.S. opening range, the top of the Asian opening range, and the top of the European opening range. The black line, the red line, and the blue line. Pulling back to that level and holding it. You want to, this is also, if you're an intraday trader, you really should know where your opening range levels are for U.S., Asia, and Europe out there. Price pulled back to that little cluster. Be careful out there. I heard you, but it pulled back to that little cluster of support and held. And also you had the center of you had the bottom of its profile. At this stage of the game, it still has a bearish structured 30-minute profile. If price can close above 12,552, that's the center of that profile. Pretty good chance that the NQ will make a run for the 12,585 area. But unlike the ES Mini and the Dow Equity Future Contract, which had a clear A to B equals CD to the upside, we do not have that pattern inside the NQ for its 30-minute time frame or the Russell 2000. Not that we can't make one, but we don't have a logical one. We've got an illogical one. I don't even know what that means. It doesn't mean anything. But as we take a look at the Russell 2000, strong like bull, the current bar, which completes at 2 p.m., is going to be bar number 8 of a potential TD9 count top. That says that a top inside the Russell 2000, not the top of all tops, of course it could be, but it just says to prepare for the Russell 2000 to run out of steam, begin to pull back anytime between 2 and 3 p.m. If at 3 p.m. price is still motoring higher and taking out its high of the day out there, assuming that this TD9 count pattern completes on the 30-minute time frame, that would be very bullish. That is the Russell 2000, and those are the equity future contracts. We've got a request, it looks like, inside the Tiger's Den to take a look at ticker symbol FTH. FTH. So let's go get that going for us. FTH, that doesn't look right. FTCH. FTCH. And it wasn't Tarpon 2. It was Steve-O's eyes that messed that one up. So now that we've got it up on our screen out here, what is it that we know? That is far-fetched. Oh, it seemed like a far-fetched idea in my mind. And that's FTCH. So Farfetch Limited is trading above the top of its daily, above the top of its weekly. Not enough data, Tarpon, for the monthly time frame profile. So what do we know about this image? What do we know about this equity? It's bullish. However, has it generated any kind of a topping signal? Now that I don't know, and taking a look at my black background charts, but we are going to go look at the white background charts. And what do we see here? Wow, voila. What's the voila, Steve? Share it with me. So let's come back here. No, let's do this. Let's stay with this chart. What do we know about this chart out here? We know, see, yesterday was a bearish engulfing candle. There's an A to B equals CD pattern that can easily be drawn in here. I mean, that's easy to see. So you did get a confirmed sell signal yesterday. Today's move has actually triggered a Rhodes momentum indicator signal. We don't have a bearish reversal candle yet. We could get a shooting star by day's end, or maybe something else. So if you do get a bearish reversal candle, and you'd have 2 topping signals, those topping signals would tell us that price is getting ready to pull back to support. Well, where's support? It's going to have to be the top of that daily profile at 57.49, and below that 51.94. Now, I think that blue line is the 50-day moving average. I think somebody had me at, or 21-day. I'm getting rid of that because I don't use it. Not that you can't use it or shouldn't use it. It's just I don't use it. I don't need it to clutter up my screen out here. So with regard to FTCH, are you long or looking to get long? If you're long, you're still going to stay long. Why would Stevie say you're still going to stay long even if you've got a sell to D point out there? Because price is still above resistance, which is 57.49. So if I were to tell you to sell this long position, that would be communicating to you that somehow I know I've got enough information to tell me that price is going to bust out support, 51.94, and head back to 44.97. It's TD9 breakout support. And I don't have that information. I don't even have that signal. And the weekly chart is very bullish. So this says stay long. Fetch. FTCH. We'll be right back.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. The printing presses are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The U.S. deficit has risen 200% in 1 year with no end in sight. The markets are looking for an additional stimulus bill to get us through this once-in-a-generation pandemic. There is no free lunch, folks. The more stimulus dollars put into the marketplace, the less your dollar is worth each and every day. This is the time to protect yourself with a portion of your portfolio in the metal market. The Gold Report comes out each Monday morning. I bisect and dissect the dollar, silver, gold, the XAU, and the HUI. The Gold Report is a long-term hedge against the dilution of your buying power. The U.S. has put more than $6 trillion into the marketplace in the last 6 months, with more expected in the next few months. The market did and does need the stimulus, but it will have long-term implications on our buying power. The Gold Report comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to TFNN.com and order the Gold Report now. Protect your buying power. Order the Gold Report now.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. So when we're taking a look at this FTCH here for Tarpon 2 in the Tiger's Den. In Tarpon, I put it on a 30-minute time frame. And what we can see is basically since about December the 8th, so a solid week or so, this has just been trading in a sideways consolidation pattern. You know, if we were to close below that pattern, and I would just use this little hammer candle, price at 58.33, you know, that would be telling you you've got lower price. But at this stage here, you've just got a good old-fashioned consolidation. And again, the daily, you know, as long as price remains above the top of that profile out there, I'd be hard-pressed to tell you that, you know, you should sell. But you've got all the information that Stevie can provide for you. So thanks for writing in, and best of luck with that trade out there. In the last minute here of the show, what do we want to communicate to you out here? I guess we have sell patterns in the ES Mini, in the NQ, and in the Dow. And we had one inside the Russell 2000, but it looks like that is going to get negated if price closes above yesterday's high, that shooting star. It still is in wave number 7. That is letter G. But remember, that wave count, letter G, doesn't complete until we have a lower high, which could be tomorrow. By the way, at the bottom out here, back in September, that was wave number 7. That is letter G that formed inside the Russell 2000 equity future contract for its daily time frame. Is this deja vu, or is it just voodoo? I don't even know. Doesn't really matter. But you've got topping patterns and topping signals still in all 4 of the equity future contracts. And therefore, it just says to be careful. That means just carry your umbrella with you in case it starts raining. But at this stage here, looks like there's still a little bit more sun left. Remember, Russell 2000 could form a short-term top between 2 and 3 p.m. And if price is trading higher, instead of its all-time highs, 3 o'clock afterwards, strong momentum move to the upside. Stay tuned for your favorite polar bear, followed by Tom O'Brien, and I'll see you here on Wonderful Wednesday. Have a terrific Tuesday, folks.